Sara.
Ready?
Sure.
Hey!
Hi!
We're driving again.
It seems like we're always driving.
We only do this when they're driving, apparently. So, this is...
Typical Comte.
I thought you said difficult at first.
Difficult Comte.
This is typical
We're difficult.
Comte.
There's some bumps. It's like it wants us to drop the phone.
Yeah,
Anyway.
better not. If the phone falls, it falls. Alright, so today's word is... bike.
What do you mean?
Did you write this one? No, this looks like my handwriting.
B-I-K-E?
B-I-K-E, bike.
Interesting.
So we were just in, we went down to see my family. They live just outside of Las Vegas.
We biked there.
We biked there. That's like 300 miles. Over
400?
I guess where
Isn't
we're
that
at,
crazy?
that's true. It's more like 400.
It's insane. Anyway.
But was it yesterday? We were driving in the car with my parents, and we passed a Jeep on the road. And I said, Scott, you can have a motorcycle if you also get a Jeep.
It's pretty awesome. Because I'm like, you can get a massage, but only if you get a manicure as well.
I'm okay with that.
It's pretty awesome. That actually turned into something a lot bigger though, because then your dad's like, hey, let's watch the new 2018 Jeep.
Which is actually pretty amazing.
It is actually a pretty cool Jeep.
The Jeep Wrangler. Speaking of Jeep
We're in
Wrangler,
front of-
there is a
we're-
Jeep Wrangler in front of us.
That's pretty funny. That's hilarious.
Would you go for a Wrangler, Sahara, or Rubicon?
Well, I think the Wrangler is the type of Jeep.
Oh, that's true. Well, what did they say? Because they were like sport. That's what it is.
So it's sport.
So would you go with sport, Sahara, or Rubicon?
Rubicon?
What is this one?
'Cause that's-
That's a Rubicon.
So I like the Rubicon. I think the Rubicon's really cool. I think the Sport's just is a two-door.
I think it's like the
It's
basic.
a little guy, yeah. And
I
then
like
you
the
have,
Rubicon though, and I like the idea of it having a back seat so that when we have kids, we can take them camping in the Jeep.
oh, I like that.
That's
I think
what I
the Rubicon's
imagine. A Jeep is for camping,
cool. Yeah, I'd say that too.
and I like camping.
A Jeep is for camping.
Jeep is for camping.
And supposedly the 2018 drives better. That's always been our big fear, is that a Jeep drives like
I don't know what it
even
would be
know.
like, but people have always said like
A
they don't
fish
ride
with
really
wheels.
well, especially when you're on the freeway because they're super bumpy. They're not a smooth ride.
the wind, I guess.
Wind, I don't know, but this guy said, what did he compare it to? He's like, it's just like riding in any other SUV.
He's like a regular vehicle. That guy was
Because
really
the Jeep
crazy.
is not a regular vehicle.
That guy was constantly
Been around for
happy.
years. He was really happy.
Hood! Anyway, he was
Well,
really
and
funny.
everything was the best thing about that Jeep. And you know what the best thing about this Jeep is? It comes with its own tool set.
He was ecstatic.
You know what the best thing about this Jeep is? It comes with a place to put all your bolts.
You could put your phone in the cup holder. Oh my gosh. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, and then you said that I could have a motorbike as well.
I think that's pretty cool.
Don't see that's I feel like a lot of people have hang-ups with motorbikes because they're dangerous. Like why would you let me have a motorbike?
Why would I let you have a motorbike?
Yeah.
I don't. My dad
Is it just
had a
'cause it's
motorcycle
cool?
when I was growing up.
Is that a cop? And I'm driving really fast.
Are you driving really fast? That is a cop.
No, I'm driving fairly quick. Should I slow down?
Is he coming after you?
Not yet.
Yeah, maybe slow down just a little bit.
Okay, I slowed down 2 miles. Just kidding. I don't know what the speed limit is. Is it 75?
You know, I don't think I have seen a speed limit sign.
Maybe that's why it's not
Except
coming.
when it was like 55.
Wow. Well, I'm
That was
not
a
going
while
55.
back there.
I think it's 75. I was going 90. I think that's standard.
That's standard? That doesn't seem right. That's like 15 over.
That doesn't sound right. would you just
There's
let me get a
van
motorcycle,
next
or?
to us with a bike and a trailer.
But it's more of
Do
like a
you
motocross.
okay, so what do you want? Do you want something that you can? Because that's what what I was imagining was that you can have something to commute to work.
Right.
A motorcycle during better weather. Because forget riding a
Utah's
motorcycle
rough.
during the winter.
I
guess
will
you
forget
could.
it. I will forget it, Sarah.
I will forget it.
I will forget. Right.
Forget right.
I don't know.
My dad had a Harley at one
dad,
time, and that was really cool. That was a pretty nice bike.
Okay, cops got 90 again. Zoom! Anyway, I feel like a commuter bike would be fun. I don't think I would do a dirt bike. I think you can get a straight legalized dirt bike though. That's like the best of both worlds.
There's a bike. That guy's going super fast.
Uh-oh, that cop's gonna get him. And then we're off the hook.
Okay.
Ute! Anyway, yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think I'd just get a commuter. Not to change stuff. So Ute. Do you ever think that they don't finish signs sometimes? Like maybe that's really Butte.
No, there's the Ute Indians in
Butte, Utah.
That's what there's.
But maybe in history we've forgotten. Maybe it's the Butte Indians. If you're but it's Utah, maybe it's supposed to be Utah.
Maybe it was supposed to be Utah. Like beautiful.
Because it's beautiful.
Oh.
Right, I just saw speed limit 75.
It is 75 here.
That's why I go 86.
Is
I can't
Utah
count.
beautiful?
We don't really ask questions.
Comment. Is Utah beautiful?
Type
I
one.
think it depends on your definition of beautiful.
Interesting. What do you mean?
So if you're really used to lush greenery, if you think about Oregon, for example, when you think of Oregon, you think of the really tall trees and
Yep.
a lot of greenery. Even where we were living in Washington, our backyard was just full of trees and
green. There's great grass.
Yeah, it was beautiful. That's beautiful.
If you like the beauty of Iraq
No,
or Egypt,
that's Utah.
I think you would
compare
like.
that to Utah. Utah's pretty desertous. We have
What else is desertous? Iraq.
Okay. I have nothing. I have no rebuttal.
Yes. Score one for
Arches.
Iraq.
That's a little bit different.
That's true.
Arches is really pretty. It's
You can't find arches in Iraq.
You know what's really pretty though? I'm not a huge fan of the winter. I don't like how cold it is. But when the snow blankets the mountains, that is beautiful. And I do really love the mountains in Utah. When we've lived in places where there haven't been a lot of mountains, I miss the mountains. Why did that car get over?
I don't
They
know.
weren't passing anybody.
Well, you pass on the right in Vegas, so I guess it's not Vegas anymore. Nevada to me is all Vegas. So
The entire state of Nevada is just Vegas.
I call it state of Vegas.
Even though most of it's. Have you ever looked at a map of Vegas or Nevada?
Of
Have you
Vegas?
looked at a map of Vegas?
I have.
There's really not a lot in Nevada.
There really
it seems.
isn't.
You've got Reno's in Nevada, right? But that's
Wait, what's the capital? Isn't it Reno?
Carson.
Oh, Carson. Even
Carson
better.
is the capital of Nevada, not Vegas.
Do you get benefits for being a capital?
Maybe that's why they haven't changed it from Olympia to Seattle.
Because Olympia's no, we're still the capital. It's here's 10 grand a month.
There's we went to Olympia. I think we were looking for a good Italian restaurant that was somewhat close to us. We're we've never been to Olympia, and Olympia is the capital. Let's go check it out. It was pretty deserted. When we entered the city, it didn't seem like there was a lot there.
Maybe it's the part that we went to, but it wasn't like Salt Lake. Salt Lake just seems massive to me. Not really tall buildings and stuff, but I don't know where Salt Lake starts and ends, really.
Well, people usually consider the entire county of Salt Lake as Salt Lake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So So
Because it is
Murray,
Salt Lake County. But all of that,
Midvale.
it's like just a big extension of Salt Lake City.
Probably gonna have to edit this out. I'm parched.
What are you drinking? Could that be?
Oh, you don't.
Dr. Pepper?
You've never seen this?
Why are you lifting your pinky?
Rich people do it. I saw them.
We are rich?
I saw rich people
I
do it
didn't
once
know
at a
we were
pool.
rich.
I saw them at a pool
News
once.
to me. You saw rich people drinking Dr. Pepper at a pool with their pinkies raised?
I'm rich when I drink Dr. Pepper. Edited. I don't think we can
Well,
advertise.
probably, I don't know.
Because I'm wearing this undisclosed shirt that says Quicksilver.
Well, the steering wheel.
What?
In front of it. I don't know what I'm saying.
That's conveniently placed. Good times. Nevada. Do you think, well, don't they have biking around here? Like they have, what's that one? Lodaja.
I don't know what that is.
Logan to Jacksonville.
What?
Where's Jacksonville?
Is it here? Or is it
Well, it's south. No, it's north. And we're south. So it's north. Jacksonville, Wyoming, I think. Logan, Utah.
To Jacksonville, Wyoming. Wow.
I think they bike
I
it.
wonder how many miles that is.
249 miles. But I wonder if they have any biking.
Speaking of places, it's Hidden Valley.
Ranch. I wonder if there's a ranch
We say
there.
that every time we pass it. Like,
It's a great.
There's Hidden Valley Ranch there.
It's a great joke. When we have kids, we will tell them.
That's where Hidden Valley Ranch is.
Hidden
made.
Valley Ranch is made here.
It's pretty empty.
Schneider.
You can't see because all you see is light coming through our windows. But believe me,
It does kind of look
there's
heavenly.
nothing here. It does kind of. It's like
We're driving this heavenly car.
Oh, did you see that? There was that bright light that just passed. It was probably from that.
It was an angel.
We had an angel just pass our car. You gotta take our word for it.
Grandma? Is that too soon? My grandma's dead.
Why would you say that?
Why would you laugh at it,
It
Sarah?
was so awkward the way you said it.
No, it's not. I'm just. We were talking about angels, and one flew by our car, and I
And
said,
then you were like,
Grandma?
too soon?
"Grandma, is that you?"
Maybe it was.
And then people might be like, "Why would his grandma be there? She died." People die all the time, Sarah. We can talk about that.
It's okay to talk
Yeah.
about death.
Dad. Oh man.
That sounds so irreverent.
Funny. Hey, that hill was for sale. Yes.
It's this little mound of dirt and it has a for sale sign on it.
It looks pretty inhospitable, to be honest.
I don't think I want to build a house there.
Maybe all this is
It
for
looks
sale.
like a place where like the wise man might build. I was always so confused about that song when I was a kid. The wise man built his house upon a rock and yet it stayed. And in my mind I was like, if you just place a house on top of a rock, it's gonna slip off.
What? Isn't
But
it?
now I understand he probably like drilled
Wise man
into the
built
rock
his house inside a rock.
inside, no, upon a rock.
I always thought it was inside.
It's upon a rock.
Oh, I think that's wrong.
No, it's upon a
The
rock.
wise
But
man
like he
built
could build
his
put
house
his
inside a
foundation
rock.
inside.
The wise man built his house inside a rock.
It scared me
It scared you? Why?
because it was sudden.
That usually scares people. That sounds like I usually scare people. Because I'm sudden.
He does.
Boo!
We call him
No.
Sudden Scott
When?
or Scott the Sudden Maker.
That doesn't make sense.
It does.
Who says that?
Shh.
The wise man built his house inside the rock.
Yeah, upon the rock
Wise
because
man built
because why would it matter?
Suddenly! The The wise man built his...
Because what did it matter if the rains came tumbling down?
And the
if it was
rains
inside
came-
the rock, it would...
Exactly. And the rains came down and the
Floods came
floods up. But that would be bad, because then the floods would come up through his door hole. Because he'd probably have a door hole.
Have you heard of the Hole in the Rock? Have you ever been to that place?
Serious?
Okay. Have you ever been to the Hole in the Rock?
We went. That was our first time meeting.
What? We didn't go to the Hole in the Rock.
Wasn't that?
That
It's a
was
gas
like-
station.
Was that? Okay, I'm thinking of a different place then.
Somewhere where we haven't been. Have you been somewhere that we haven't been
There's
together?
a place, there's like a gift shop.
Suddenly!
There's a gift shop.
A gift shop.
Inside a rock, and then you can go in. There's a museum, and you get to go in through the museum and see that this guy had built this house inside a rock.
The wise man
And
built his house inside the
They
rock.
actually had a restaurant there at one time. It's called
Blondes? Is it Blondies?
It's not Blondies.
This sounds
There was
familiar.
a gas station inside a giant rock, though.
And we were there together.
It was a burger place too when we ate there.
We were actually there with another Sarah.
Who slept in the? Ooh, there's another motorcycle.
Hello. What do you think it is? Just from looking back here.
I don't know.
Harley? Well, look how he's
I don't know
dressed.
a lot of names.
Look how he's dressed. The guy's hardcore. Or is it a Honda?
I don't know.
Hyundai?
Hyundai? It's a nice bike
It
though.
looks like it was a Harley or Honda something. Shadow. Honda Shadow. Do you like that bike?
It was pretty cool.
See, I'd like that kind of bike, like a road bike.
You should get one like Captain America's bike. With
That'd
the
be cool.
like mirrors on the side, like the round mirrors.
I don't know if this is kosher, but I think they're called Indians. It's an Indian bike.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess it was back during. I don't know what I'm
The
saying.
French and Indian War.
Back during. I didn't know they made motorcycles back then.
What? They didn't. Maybe they did. I don't know. But I think one's called like a Comanche Indian or something.
Oh, interesting.
Look it up.
I can't. My phone's right there.
Dang it. We'll look it up afterwards.
Or you can tell us in the comments.
Tell us in the comments if you've ridden
You look it up
an Indian.
and tell us.
Yeah, guys.
Teach us something.
Do you know how some people have like a following of people and they name them? I was watching, kind of random.
Like a posse?
Yes, like a posse.
They name their posses?
Oh, like that guy Logan Paul.
I don't know who that is.
People know him on YouTube. On YouTube. I guess he's a big deal. I think he's kind of
Like
weird.
Potterheads?
Excellent, like Potterheads, but he calls his like squires or something.
Oh, interesting.
The gentleman.
Esquire? The Gentleman's Club.
Ugh, sounds gross.
That does sound weird.
That sounds skeevy.
It does.
We should name our group the Gentlemen's Club.
No. We're not skeevy.
The Skeeves.
You're not skeevy. Your mom's not skeevy.
Maybe she is.
I'm not talking to
Another
you.
bike?
I'm talking to them.
It's another bike, Sarah.
There are bikes all over. It's actually a really good
Beautiful
weather.
day,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
really pretty out here.
It's not too hot. What do you think that bike is? Oh, right.
I don't know. It's a nice bike though.
See, that looks like... I like a road bike like that. I think that's fun. Sounds cool.
You sound cool.
Thanks.
That's a cool thing.
Did
What is that?
your
Like
dad...
a Volkswagen van?
Yeah, your dad said that they're coming back.
Interesting.
He said
Can they bring
2020.
back the Volkswagen theme? Because that's an awesome car.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what. That's not a Volkswagen.
Did you see the name? It was Explorer.
I don't know what that is.
I've never seen that.
Me neither.
That's really cool.
Anyway, I think.
I don't know if they could do the thing.
It's been almost 20 minutes.
Oh. We could probably go. Probably talk the whole way home. Next 4.5 hours.
Want to stay with us for that long?
Wow.
That's a really long video.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'd stay with you though. I'm not saying
Not them.
we need A divorce. People, so too much. My grandma's dead.
Why?
Still getting over that.
Okay, this has been another video, another episode of Typical Comte.
Typical Comte.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.